Alright, we'll click this one. Alright. So they already started, but they just went title, discard, dump, effect, banish, try to search. They got hit with Ash Blossom, then they passed, and then they got Primite Roar. Okay. So this is the match that we're watching, round 1. Maybe I can win in 5 minutes. Nah, it's too late. It's too late, Toast. I already match lost you. I already match lost you. There's no going back. There's no going back. Personally, I'd watch Vlad to be not gonna lie. He's always on the goo. Yeah. I'm gonna watch him now. But Toast is now not allowed in these tournaments ever again. Bro, not showing up is crazy. It's crazy. But okay. So we have... Alright, so we have Primate, and we obviously are playing Fiendsmith cards in it, because we're playing the White Dustin. This is a light fiend that you can summon from the deck. And then they're going up against the Crystron deck. So Crystron is an interesting deck. They're playing like a really pure build, because they're playing title, so they're not like splashing other engines in it. That's typically what the title means. Is Suda TCG 1-1 with OCG? I don't know OCG, to be honest. I don't know OCG. I think they're a set ahead, though. I have no idea. I said now that's Mitsurugi. That's TCG exclusive. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people pay attention to OCG a little too much, and they're like, oh, well, the deck wasn't meta there, so it can't be meta over here. But, like, OCG players are dog shit at deck building. I'm just being straight up honest, and so are most TCG players, but holy are OCG players dog shit at deck building. They play like 11 non-engine in some of their decks, and they'll main deck like trap cards, and it's like, what? 11 non-engine? You may as well just sign up for the side events. But okay. Actually, we're gonna do a prediction. Okay, who will win? We have Hypnocorn, which is Vlad, versus Biscototo. Alright, it's gonna be a very quick prediction. Extremely fast. Also, I wonder why they played this exactly. I guess it's like a level 6 dark, so you can use like this in Lacrima to make like a Chaos Angel. You could use this to make like a rank 6 with like Engraver. So you can use it for that stuff. Vlad just summons call, what? Yeah, okay. I mean, that's cool. We also have this, the Primate Roar, and this has a bunch of attack on it, so they can't normal summon into this. Okay, so they just pop and pass. Fair enough. That is fun. So my opponent hasn't joined yet. My opponent no-showed. Bro, who are these people? Hold on, who are these people, bro? Bronez 69? Are you kidding me? Alright, here we go. Hold up. Y'all know what happens. Look at this. Bronez 69. Blocked. Out of there. Who's next? Taylor Swift opponent no-show. Ooh, 12. There you go. Ooh, 12. Hold on. Hold up. And you're out of there. Alright, who's next? Opponent no-show? Never mind, he just joined DB. Alright, well, game 1 lost to them. Out of there. Okay. Back to this real quick. Alright, so they didn't really do anything, but now the opponent's normal summoning out the Smiger. Wait. They're gonna drill beam this? Can't you just... We could have just Primate Roared this. And just outed it instead. But now we're using Drill Beam on it. And then... I'm confused. Oh. Wait. They're activating this card under cluster? Can you even do that? It cannot be banished by opponent's card effects. What does this card say? You can activate it, negate it, and if you do, banish it. You can't even activate this, right? Hold on, I guess let me actually read through the entire effect. Without revealing a card. If you control something, target one face up on the field. Well, I'll just let them continue with how they continued, but I'm fairly certain that you can't even activate this, right? Negate the effects, and if you do... No, you can't. No. No. You can't. Maybe I should have taken Toast Spot. I wish. That would have been heat. You would have been playing against a top 8 from Worlds player. Top 8 at Worlds this year from TCG. It's not a DBG tourney if at least 3 people don't show up or have deck list issues. It's just ridiculous at this point, man. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't get it. That's a funny line of text on the trap. Yeah, I don't get it why it has this effect, but it's such a good effect because you can't SP or Chaos Angel out this card, which like awkwardly makes it so solid. I mean, it's already a pretty good trap overall, but man, if I knew, I would have gone in. Gone in for what? Can't banish itself either. Well, that's not true, because it's only by opponent's card effects, but yeah. I mean, you're never gonna banish itself anyways. But this trap's broken. The fact that it can, like, pop 2 cards every single turn, or even, like, in simplified game states like this, just pop 1. But, I mean, Vlad doesn't really have a whole lot. Like, they really are just having, like, a Summon Skull and, like, a random little dragon on board. Yeah, like, they really don't have a lot. I feel like they should have just used their Primate Roar. Like, you know, if your opponent normal summons, you can banish this and then banish the monster. Then they could have banished this off field. I feel like that would have been, like, pretty good. I mean, it sucks that then they have, like, cluster to pop a card. But, it's, like, fair enough. Can't banish a trap. Oh, wait. We did just go over this, and I forgot. Misclick. You're right. God, this card's so good. Only YCS topper or high rated as well. High rated YCS topper or people who grind money matches. But all the people that grind money matches, only 10 minutes late. Match loss. Editor. You're gone. Editor. What? You're fucked up for not joining in time. Okay. So they're gonna... Yeah, bring that out by popping. And then use the effect to go dump. They go chain imperm. They go chain cluster. They go chain ogre. So that'll shut down the hole and pop the cluster, outing both of these cards. They don't have anything in graveyard for Clockwork Knight to be able to go ahead and special summon this, like, tribute to special summon anything back out from the graveyard. That's good. Where do they go from here? Because, I mean, this deck doesn't really have, like, good links. Doesn't really have any, like, great links. This didn't lock them, though, because I didn't use the first effect. Like, this did lock them, though. So, they are locked in the machines, so they can't make an SP. They probably don't even play a different link, and if they do, it's not even a good one. So, they will need more here to continue. So, is it lagging only to me from time to time? The live just freezes? It should just be on you. Yeah, it's just on you. Yeah, all my shit's nice right now. Nice right now. All of my stuff's nice. But, okay. opened Discord and people are talking about not being able to be in the tourney. Yeah, you're locked in the machine from whole hand effect. Yurt said, oh, it isn't the second effect that's locked. Yeah, it's like the first effect of discard and discard. There's a lot of cards that lock you into machine in this deck. It's actually kind of tough. Imagine if they didn't lock you into machine. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Trade in some turkey sandwiches for better internet. Now my internet's crazy. My internet's broken. Like, my internet's insane. Like, it's actually broken. I have multiple different internets, but the internet I'm using right now is broken. So that's why I already knew without looking it wasn't on my end. I already knew it wasn't on my end. Black Rose on opponent's turn would be nice. Yeah, you could make so many cool synchros if they didn't have to, like, you know, make machines and everything like that. Said turkey sandwiches, I'm interested. Turkey sandwiches are so good, man. They're so good. Okay, we're gonna link off. Is this just like Moon? Okay, yeah, so finally getting to do some of our Fiendsmith strategy cards. So Moon, Requiem. Oh, and it resolves? Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. I didn't actually expect it to resolve there, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they could imperm this. Like, that's probably what the set card is. I guess it could also be Droplet. This deck also plays Droplet or Veiler. Fair enough. So go ahead, shut down the Lacrima. And then just go Requiem effect to equip. They still have, like, the Lordly Lord that can summon out a Summon Skull. And, like, that's not bad, but it just gives them, like, a rank 6 or something. Maybe they also could play, like, Zeus. And maybe they could go for, like, a Zeus play also. Is that even good here? I guess it depends, like, what rank 6s you have access to. I tune in and see a Dustin. Absolute Cinema. Yeah, Vlad pulled up with the goo today. So he's gonna go Drill Beam, banish the hole off field. Just go ahead and out that card so it's not follow up in the graveyard that can just pop like any Crystron. And then, oh, that's why they played it. Okay. Level 6 Fiend, Dark, has a bunch of attack on it. Okay. Never mind. This is actually pretty clean. It's actually pretty clean. It's crazy enough how, you know, we're in 2025 and we're playing Summon Skull. And it actually, like, makes sense for the deck. Like, it actually makes sense for the deck. So there's tons of non-engine there. Yeah, can't do anything. I mean, wait, do they not play Typhon? They could have made Typhon there. Hey, shout out to Demo Bane for the sub with the Prime. Said Stack Tournament. Hope to see some crazy plays. Yeah, me too. I mean, this round 1 is already, like, interesting. Like we have the Primate Fiendsmith deck, which is, like, a deck that's known, but it's not played too much. And then we have, like, the Crystron deck, which is a deck that I definitely want to see some more. I think that deck is a decently powerful deck. Definitely a deck that some people are considering for the upcoming YCS. But, I don't know, it feels like a little bit not powerful enough to play. Like, I will almost for sure not be playing this Crystron deck. But I can see why some people do want to play it. So they normal summon out and then get hit with the Fualos, which is just good card. They can still, like, make Link 1, banish, inclusion, search, hole, pop. The inclusion, affect them 2 from deck, and you can still, like, set up, like, a Synchro 9 or something, like, bare minimum, like, on the opponent's turn. I don't know if that's good, and you're only giving them 1 draw. I mean, there's probably, like, other plays, too. There's probably better plays. Lancia and Duel are not real. Yeah, both those cards are really good against this deck, too. And Abyss Dweller. This deck has problems. Crystron is very good, but not, like, good enough right now, sadly. Yeah, I agree. I'm waiting for the moment where someone is cooking with Primate and uses 1 Gamma, 1 Driver. Did you ever watch Crystron on Duel Links? No, the only time I've ever watched Duel Links was when we were at Worlds. That was the only time. And that's just because they had it in the background while we were playing half format. And we'd randomly be like, ooh, striker cards. Nice. And maybe that was Rush Duel. I don't know. Potato, potato. Basically the same thing. Basically the same thing. Okay, go ahead, grab out hole. Then pop. Special. No, that wasn't Rush Duel. That was definitely Dueling. So that was definitely Dueling. I tried Rush Duel. But, dude, those games are so bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, dude. I don't get how people play stuff like that, because like DB, all you do is you just hop on, free account, you build your deck in 2 seconds, and you could already start playing. On those games, you have to go through like 100 testing matches against AI bots, and then you have to spend like infinite money to get the decks. Those games are just unplayable, bro. Unplayable. It's unplayable. That's why DB's so broken. DB's so broken. Like, Konami hates on DB, but like, hey, this game's crazy. If there was no DB, I don't even know if I'd have YuGiOh. Like, I don't even know if I'd be playing YuGiOh. If there was no DB ever, I definitely would have never like started playing. Like, seriously, that's 100% for sure. Okay, so they dumped this for follow-up, and this can just summon one from hand. I'm not even sure why they're playing this card, but okay. Go ahead. Banish and summon. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, I guess it's better to have this in, like, these two in graveyard than just have that in hand. Yeah, so if you have that in deck and that in hand, you can just go for that there, and that sets up, like, Synchro 9 for the opponent's turn, which is also really good against the Fiendsmith cards. So now they start off with a Tract, and they should probably be okay with that. So shout out to DN, said, bro uses too much, I quit a long time ago, you need to learn every meta, and every month the meta changes, bro, the stress of farming for hour and hour, I'm glad I'm quit it. Said, but you can pivot engine and what? Mitsu Razio has Dweller and Droll issues too, but seems solid. Yeah. I mean, every deck has their issues. Every deck has their issues. But at least, like, there's, like, ways to, like, combat them. Like, there's, like, 9 ways to beat Dweller. So I love playing YuGiOh. You could also try to, like, hand trap them out of Dweller. You could try to, like, prevent that. I don't know, there's like a few ways that you can try to achieve that. But this deck does like hard lose to like Droll Lancia, which this deck hard losing to Droll and Lancia, that's rough when both of those cards are pretty popular post pseudo. Like everybody side decks 3 Lancia. Everybody side decks 3 Lancia. And then there's Droll on top of it, so it's like that's really rough. 9 Dweller outs, yeah. Yep. Yurt. You have to play it. You have to play Dweller outs. You have to play the Dweller outs. If you don't have Dweller outs, you lose the Dweller. And your deck breaks end board anyways. A decent amount of the time. I wouldn't say all the time. You still need to, like, you try to draw non-engine, obviously. Just Droplet, assuming Detonator on field. Well, you have XYZ Encore. That card's good. You also, well, I'm talking about, you can also hand trap them out of it. You can also hand trap out of it. But the Droplet XYZ Encore are like the guaranteed 6 outs. And there might be some other goo too. I don't know. Those are some guaranteed outs though. But there might be some more goo that, you know, I'm cooking up. But can't leak. LOL. I can't just be leaking all the deck lists on stream, you heard? I'll leak it on my Patreon, but not here. Not here. Okay, there you go. Requiem effect to equip. Also, you heard it here first, which I don't even know if I'm supposed to talk about it yet, but me and Triv are going to be doing a masterclass on the Mitsurugi Raizio deck. You didn't hear it from me, because I don't think we're supposed to talk about it yet. But you heard it on me. Well, you didn't hear it from me. But You didn't hear it from me, but me and him are gonna be hosting a masterclass on the Mitsurugi YuGiOh deck. That deck, kinda clean. Are you back to liking Mitsurugi YuGiOh? Every day I like that deck and then hate that deck. Every other day I change opinions on it. Huh? Oh, okay, we're just making the Crystron, sure. Oh, that's fine. I guess that's okay. Is this better than making the Synchro 9? I guess it gets you more follow-up too. Okay, I guess that's fine. Gets you a lot more follow-up. So they're just gonna go ahead and Drill Beam, and they have the Summon Skull in hand, so they can go ahead and negate and banish it. That's tough. That's tough. Mitsurugi over Mimigol confirmed. Yeah, Mimigol, those cards aren't even real. Like, you actually can just beat that deck by just showing up. You could actually just show up and beat that deck. I actually played against that deck at a regional, and game 2, I just went activate Retaliating Sea, and my opponent goes, oh, I'll pass, and I'm like, okay. Snake Eye Ash, Wanted, Talons. I literally went normal Snake Eye Ash effect, and my opponent went, yeah, I'll scoop. There's no point. I can't do it. I showed up with a Dominus Impulse in my hand once. Yeah, Dominus Impulse is also just crazy against that deck. At least that card's out of the meta, so that helps that deck out. But the fact that if Mimigol ever gets popular, like, someone could just play, like, Dominus Impulse. Like, that's tough. That's a tough counter. It's a really tough counter. Okay, Lacrima, Dump Paradise. They have like a Light and Dark Chaos Angel set up here, if that's what they want to go for, which could force the set card. Or it could be the Crystron trap, and then that's just like unfortunate. Like really unfortunate, actually. But probably doesn't have it. Malice sides it? No. Some people do. It's not, I wouldn't say Dominus Impulse is like the most popular card though. Say some people play it, some people don't. How is YuGiOh Mitsurugi doing with only 1 ice, 1 sword? I mean, you don't want to play more of those cards. Those cards are not very great. They're like okay. They're okay. They're okay to draw, but they're not great. They're like risky combos. Not true 1-card combos. Okay, so God. I mean, if that's the trap, that is just really tough. They're just praying it's not the Crystron trap. I think that's what they're doing. Yeah, because if they make Chaos Angel, they actually just out it. And there's no need for them to preemptively pop. Which is just rough. And then, like, it sucks that they had... Oh, I guess you can't even Drill Beam it. Yeah, we already went over that. Said, better have it. So, summon Sequence, and now they can go, like, Sequence effect, and then it's probably just, like, an Imperm Droplet type card. Probably just one of those cards. Okay, they just go ahead and Veiler instead. Sure. That's fine. Then what? Is it like a battle phase beat over SP technique? That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Imagine if we had Anaconda still. Gosh, that card's so cool. I like Anaconda as a card so much. I mean, it's probably like, it's definitely like way too broken of a card overall, but I like that card a lot. Okay, now just go like main phase 2. Cause imagine Anaconda and Fiendsmith. Yo, you could just turn 2 bodies into any combo you wanted. You could turn 2 bodies in the Fiendsmith combo into the Anaconda. Okay, so now just link off and then go into SP. SP effect, go banish. And then just trying to banish follow up here, it looks like. Well, actually, I mean, they have a lot of follow-up engrave. You could banish. Okay. Banishes the whole. Does that mean they have Lancia or Droll or Ash in hand? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. a hard read on what their hand is here. Said, yo, what's up, Grinder? With the New Year grind? Oh god, yes. Oh god, yes. Maybe they should just SP banish the set card, since we basically know it's like imperm at this point, and just force it out. Since if we target a card in the graveyard that they actually want to keep, they could just chain imperm on it anyways. Or it could be a bluff, but I don't think this deck's really out here setting bluffs like that. I don't think anyone's really out here setting bluffs like that in a format where there's so many like spot removal type cards with like Desiree sending, SP banishing, too many spot removals. Especially with like the lacking on engine they had there, they just had Veiler from what we saw. Maybe like Veiler imperm. Imagine Crystron with Hulk. Yeah, I wish. That'd be cool, but I don't know. We'll probably just get like a new link for Crystron at some point, since Hulk is just too broken of a link. Okay, summon Talos, then activate the Smiger effect to go ahead and banish and search out the inclusion, or try to at least. You still like Nadir? Nadir's a broken card. Nadir's a broken card. I don't know if I'd play it. I don't know if I want it. But Nadir's a broken card. I mean, you can't really play that card in these decks. Is it worth bringing a non-Fiendsmith deck to a tourney? I feel like the consistency is so nice. Yeah, you could bring like Malice, which is, you know, just infinite Bystials, which kind of like counters the Fiendsmith decks. So you pretty much are playing Fiendsmith, or you're playing anti-Fiendsmith. Or you could play like Mitsurugi, or you could play like Crystron. There's like multiple options. You could play Tenpai. What about Pure Ryzeal? You may as well just side up for the side events. You may as well just side up for the side events. Actually, you may as well stay home. Save yourself the bread. It's not worth it. That deck is not real. I don't know why people think that deck's good. Like, I would rather play Fiendsmith Ryzeal and get hit with Bystials than to play Pure. Like, even if I get hit with Bystials, the deck is still just better. Even if they have the direct counter to the Fiendsmith stuff, it's still the better build, which is crazy. It just plays in the Fualos harder, but I think it's just worth it for the insane payoff. Summons and defense. What are your thoughts on Shifter and Mitsurugi Ryzeal? Well, okay, I can't keep answering these questions about Mitsurugi. We're not even watching it! I can ask questions about Crystron, or... yeah, I guess that's it, because I don't really play the Fiendsmith Primate deck. But I can answer Crystron answers. I've tested this deck some. I'm not very great with it, though, I'm not gonna lie. Because I haven't put very many hours into it, because I could already tell when I was testing it that this deck just isn't strong enough for me to take to a tournament. It lacks what I need in a deck. Which is good cards. This deck does not have enough good cards. And the fact that, like, Ryzeal can just, like, break the end board, like, some of the time is crazy. Like, you could set up, like 5-6 interruptions and you can still lose. Especially if they have, like, a card to dodge for the Exceton Knight, which is broken. Crystron feels like a deck that people will test and not play. I mean, I think there are definitely some people that'll play this deck at the YCS. Like, for sure. For sure. Like, this is a deck that you could definitely play against, like, once, maybe twice at the YCS. But it's probably not going to be that popular. Just because they're just going to get Lancia drolled out of the tournament. Or just, you know, break their board. And then, like, they have tons of follow-up, but, like, if you end with, like, a Dweller or, like, a Detonator, then you kind of are still just in a fine spot overall. You're not struggling too bad. Who is Bisco? I mean, I don't know their actual name. X goes stupid versus Crystron? Yeah, it does. It's so good. But the Biscuito guy, grinds DB infinite. Besides this format, they just started grinding this format, but they're playing the Crystron deck, and yeah, they're decent. They're decent. They were very good with Ritual Beast. I'll say that. Very good about. They were very, 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 very good with Ritual Beast. Is Crystron's problem consistency? No. They definitely don't have a consistency problem. The deck like almost never bricks. The deck has infinite starters in it, but the deck's problem is it just being ass. Like it just doesn't have the power to it. Like your deck can be consistent, but if your deck doesn't end on enough, like it doesn't end on enough, which it feels like it ends on enough, but it doesn't. Like you have like Synchro 9 to banish 3 monsters. You have the trap that can pop 2 cards. You have Infinity. You know, you have all this stuff, but somehow you just break the board. Somehow you just get your board broken. And it's tough. Like, I don't know. The cards are just really awkward. And the deck's only going to get worse, too. Well, it's going to get better because people are going to optimize the deck, but it'll also get worse because people will actually learn how to play against it. So it gets better and worse at the same time. Because now they're trying to Desert Race on the Synchro 7, then they're going to chain the Tristalos, then if they chain SP, it just like doesn't even matter. I guess it depends what they target with SP. So, SP targeting... Which cards? Should be like that, yeah. And now they flip the Imperm that we could have outed last turn, which we knew was there, which is tough. Now they get to go ahead and add back. Well, they get the special Synchro add back. I mean, technically we didn't know Imperm was there, but I mean, come on now. This deck plays Imperm and Droplet, and they had a set card? Oh, nah, too easy of a read, X is just insane, to be fair. Yeah, that card's nice, But I mean, you have to compare every deck to Fiendsmith YuGiOh. Like, if your deck can't beat Fiendsmith YuGiOh consistently, like, the deck's just not real. Which, to be fair, is most decks. There's very few decks that actually, like, stand on equal footing, or close to equal footing with Fiendsmith YuGiOh. Like, in current format, it's just Malice. Like, there is really no other choice. You can play Tenpai, but, like, deck's so tough. Like, taking the deck to a tournament and then your opponent saying, you can go first, is too tough. So they're going to go Skelly. Because, like, if we're in Top Cut, honestly, not even Top Cut, even before Top Cut, like, if I know you're playing Tenpai, you can go first, my boy. You can go first. What about Tenpai Fiendsmith? Nah, I don't like that deck. It's like, okay, but it's not as good as YuGiOh Fiendsmith. Better to play Crystron or with something like Azamina. I definitely don't think Pure is the way. I don't know which mixture you're supposed to play, but I definitely don't think it's Pure. I just don't know which engine is the best in it. It feels like there's something that we're missing that'll end up being better. Okay, summon out Hole, and then this can set up Nova. And that's going to try to obviously get us Infinity next, so... Yeah, they're just going to Requiem now, go ahead, get their Lacrima back in rotation. Yeah, they didn't have, like, a Chain Nib there. You know, even if they did, like, Nova would still summon out Makaba. Like, everyone's playing Makaba in this deck, especially while nobody knows the deck. Nobody knows that you're playing Makaba. So, Requiem and the Lacrima, sure, leave the Engraver in deck, or it's in hand. Tenpai are choosing to go first right now, right? Oh, no. Tenpai chooses to go second. The deck's nice to go in second, I'll say that. But, like, it has the problems of like people choosing to send you to go first. Like, you should be winning most of your game ones. Like, almost every single game one you should be winning. Unless if your opponent draws, like, they need, like, Ice Ryzeal, Engraver, Ash Blossom. They need stuff like that. But if you send your opponent first every game, then, like, you know, eventually they will just have that. Or instead of Ash Blossom, they'll draw, like, a different card. Maybe Anti-Spell, Judgment, stuff. Tenpai, Fiendsmith, Bistio, Lubellion, Turbo. Oh, that list? Well, that's not real Tenpai. That's not real Tenpai. That's not real Tenpai. That deck's also just dog shit, though. I'm not gonna lie. Well, it's not. It's like, it's just behind Fiendsmith Ryzeal. Like, even the guy who made it, like, Trip Gaming, he doesn't even play that deck. Like, he's been playing money matches, and if he plays money matches in current format, he be playing Fiendsmith Ryzeal, because he knows that deck's better. Primate probably needs to wait for Blue Eyes. So, do we play with time? Are you kidding me, bro? Did this guy not read the rules? Hold on, let me just send him my Twitch. How many of these people just didn't read the rules? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Is Striker Tenpai real? I think it's like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm testing it. I'm testing a bunch of different decks. I've gotten past, like, I've tested the Mitsurugi deck enough. I've tested the Crystron deck enough to know that that's definitely not the deck I'm playing. I've tested Fiendsmith Ryzeal enough. What are the other decks that I need to test? Tenpai. What's the last deck? There's still one more that I'm missing. It's 5 decks. What's the 5th deck? Am I tripping? Oh, Fiendsmith Ryzeal, Malice. That's the last deck. That's the deck I'm testing right now. Malice is the deck I'm testing right now. I don't know how I forgot the one that I literally spent. I spent so much time testing Malice over this last night. It was insane. I hit infinite matches. What are time rules? I just woke up. Oh, the single elimination time rules. It's just the standard Konami rules. So if time hits, then you just go. It's like sudden death at that point. Whoever does the first damage will win, because we're already in game 3. Yeah, we're already in game 3. So it's just, yeah, it's just turbo o'clock at this point. Okay, drop Fualis on that summon. That's pretty good. Activate Engraver. Fualis is so good against this deck. Yeah, this is pure Crystron. Said I hate Malice, man. Can't win against it. I was playing crazy last night. Because I haven't played very much Malice. And, dude, I was playing through, like, Fualis, Nib, Imperm. I was like, look at this. I'm cooking you, bro. I just play safe every game. If I just don't play in the Nib, I just win the game. Or if I play in the Nib but have a way to play through it, I just win the game. Like, that deck is kind of nice. White Binder's so good against Fiendsmith cards also. And so are Bestials, but I feel like the deck needs more outs to Detonator. So I feel like you might need to incorporate maybe something to out Detonator more. I feel like that's the biggest problem. You can hand trap your opponent 4 times, and if they just summon Detonator, you just get cooked because your engine can't beat it. Did you get Lancioed? We were just playing game ones. But I mean, the play around, I mean, Lancia is like basically just, you know, you just get hit with it and then you just like don't do very much. That's basically it. There's not really like play arounds. It's just you got it. Fair enough. Just not too much about that. Okay, so at least it didn't set up very much there. Track, add Lacrimo, discard. So there's still 5 minutes left, but yeah, Vlad is indeed turboing. I've seen this man sleeve a deck extremely fast on stream once. I've seen this man speedrun a sleeving video before. So, I know he can click buttons fast. Okay, Engraver, shuffle back. Do we see a Bestial on that, maybe? A Bestial would be pretty good there. Oh, with Malice, every time I see it lose, there's a line that just wins. The deck is nice with a good pilot, a lot of skill expression. Yeah, a lot of people do not know how to play that deck correctly. Like, I was just playing last night, and I was like, dude, I'm already, like, 10 times cleaner than most of these players. It's crazy. Okay, so they just shuffle back, pop the Lacrima. That's pretty good. But do they have a play this turn? Because the Crystron player didn't play last time, and there's still Fiendsmith and Paradise on field. Can we get a Crystron card engrave? There's only 4 minutes left in the round. Fiendsmith Malice is way better in the Lancia and gives you Nib answers. Oh, you already beat Nib. Like, even just like pure Malice just beats Nib. Like, if you just play correctly, Nib is like normally just never a problem. It's only a problem if you get hand trapped and then get hit with Nib. But Lancia does hurt. Lancia does hurt. Malice will be tier 1 post Allen. So when do you Nib versus Malice? It really depends. It really depends. But if they summon a Link 3, you probably just lose the game anyways. So probably before then, if possible. So they go Engraver effect and then chain the Tristalis, which allows them to make a Synchro 7. And this also will make the cluster live. So they'll have a Synchro 7 set up. And that will allow them to grab follow-up also and have 2 pops off cluster. That's kind of tough. That's kind of tough. I guess we also didn't have to go for this, though. Maybe it was just like FA Don Dragster instead. Oh, never mind. I guess they just always had this, so... I guess they always had that, so I guess that just never mattered too much. Then they're gonna chain. Okay, they're gonna go ahead and add back. Is that even proper to do there? I don't even know if that's proper to do there. Maybe we don't even activate the effect. We could just like cluster, pop, pop, and then use that effect, summon back out the Synchro 5, or the level 5, and the level 5 is like hard to do damage over at least, because if it gets outed, it summons another body from deck. It's now Desiree to go ahead and out. Mitsurugi a noob track, or is it actually valid? I think it's valid. In my opinion, Fiendsmith Malice is cope. It's good in the Lancia, but only if you start with it. Yeah. Yeah, but you could just like draw the tracked engraver. You can still get there. Okay, Requiem, Lacrima, Engraver. There's not a whole lot of time here. There's only a minute and a half, so Vlad really needs to like turbo this game out as fast as possible and just pray. But it is looking like it's not gonna be good. So they attack with Lacrima, okay. And then normal summon out Veiler. Now they do have the pop set up. I mean, you could just let this go though, right? Like, this doesn't actually do anything, I feel like. Oh, they probably played 2 Desiree. They could make sequence and then you out it. I guess then they have Lacrima into Requiem. Okay, or they just out the Lacrima anyways. I guess that leaves a 0 attack body on board. There's only 45 seconds left, so if Biscoto has any like playable card, yeah, that's just game. Yeah, it's just game. Yeah. They can play for 30 seconds easily. Yep, GG's. At least they didn't lose because time. Like, all they had was strike. They were just gonna lose this game anyways to the grind game there. I guess, like, there was no point in summoning Veiler. I guess you had to. I guess you had to set up a board for next turn. Yeah. I guess time was, like, a little bit tough, but it looks like they were probably gonna win the game anyways with the Crystron setup. Okay, let's see. Are there any other matches? Ooh, okay. There is one other match. And there is time and round. Time in round. That was like perfect timing. GG's, GG's. Yeah, so yeah, that's game 3. Alright, sick. Okay, I guess they can technically keep going. So whatever. Hi, DV Grinder. Finally able to catch a stream. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, yeah, we end up seeing Dave Pro 04 win there, playing the Mitsurugi Raizio deck over the Fiendsmith